there are millions of pieces of space trash orbiting Earth as we speak. We are living on a ball that is surrounded by an orbital junkyard. Buzz Aldrin said it himself. Space trash is humanity's greatest threat. Allegedly. Buzz allegedly said that. If we're not careful, we will be trapped on Earth. Forget terraforming Mars, forget visiting Jupiter, forget trying to figure out what are Saturn's rings and to touch them, to fly through them. Forget visiting black holes, forget building the spaceship from Interstellar, forget any intergalactic travel. We will be trapped here if we do not clean up our orbital junkyard. That is the problem Mike's Orbital Garbage Project is seeking to solve. I'm Mike Heath, son of a lunch lady, part-time valet, aspiring stand-up comedian, and full-time space trash man. My mission, my goal, is to collect a piece of space trash, orbital garbage, space debris, space junk, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm going to do.
Nobody has ever removed a space debris, and it's a very challenging mission.
Space trash is the problem. The solution is one man in his 30s with no money, no rocket, no clear path to actually retrieving a piece of space trash and bringing it back to Mother Earth. But that is what I am seeking to do. Me and the Space Trash Force. What more do you need than a man of passion? I am a passionate man. There's a common phrase that says culture eats strategy for breakfast. Well, if that's true, my desire for orbital garbage cleanup devours Satan's plan to thwart me for brunch. This is the first episode, but this is not the beginning. The beginning has already been had. We've already experienced early success. There I was at my wife's birthday at the Zoo Tavern in Seattle, Washington. I was stuck at the table like the introvert that I am, recharging my social batteries as everyone played skee ball and pool and darts, and I just sat there thinking, what am I going to do with my life? Who am I? What will be my mark on humanity? And in that moment, as I looked out over the glistening water of the Seattle skyline, reflecting on Lake Union, it hit me. I can become the world's first space trash man. This will be my great mission. This will be my contribution to humanity. And I invite you to join me in it. The Space Trash Force is already thousands strong. It was just over a month ago that we started our great work by posting clips on the internet. Yes, these were clips where it's the kind of the viral trends that you see, day one of this, of doing for every follower I get, I do something. Well, I was going to harness the power of social media for the greater good of orbital garbage cleanup. So my plan is and was and always will be, I don't know actually if I'll keep doing it. It's actually quite time consuming, and I don't know if I have the time to do it forever, but for the time being, I'm on day 25 of doing it. I know I've said I've been doing it for a month. I haven't done it every day. I take the weekends off. Man's got to rest. And I do my valet job on Friday, and I'm out hitting open mics on Friday night, and there's just no time to do it on Fridays. And Saturday and Sunday, I want to be off the internet, enjoy my life, the beauty of our life in America, or wherever you're watching this. I'm sure your life is beautiful there. I won't judge it. But we have had early success. We posted on Instagram and YouTube to start, these videos of me picking up trash for every follower I got on Instagram and YouTube. And it wasn't much, you know. There was a day where I maybe had like 150 because I got some YouTube. I was doubling my YouTube subscribers at that point. And I picked up like 154 pieces of trash. And then that clip got like 25,000 views over like 48 hours, which is not viral. But it skyrocketed my TikTok followings. I started posting those on TikTok. So I went from like 100 TikTokers to over 4,000 in like 48 hours. So it was like, percentage-wise, that's
insane in the membrane. Insane on the internet.
For me, for just a Midwestern son of a lunch lady, know nothing, open micer comedian. That's what I'm doing right now. Why am I in my car? Because it's Monday night at 10 p.m., and I am number 17 on the list. I've got probably another hour and a half before I go on stage, and I'm optimizing my time and my schedule, trying to be as efficient as possible to accomplish this mission. Yes, we must be efficient. We must optimize our life. So anyways, and then I realized that was unrealistic because the next day I had to pick up 300 pieces of trash because I was just a day behind. And then, so the next day, so I had 150 pieces of trash, 300 pieces of trash, but the next day I had to pick up like 3,000 pieces of trash in one day, which 300 pieces of trash took me over like an hour and a half just collecting the trash, not even include editing the video. People were like, dude, you freaking, because what I did was, they're like, oh my gosh, you're going to have to quit your job to collect trash, which I would have loved to at that point. But the reality is I don't come from wealth. I'm not a trust fund baby doing this, okay? I've got no money. I've got no rocket. All I've got is a desire. And I have to work my job, and I have to be a human, and I have to love and provide for my family. I have to do all these things. So I had to pivot to where I was going to collect a piece of trash for every follower. Every follower would equal 0.10 seconds. I don't explain this in every video. That'd be boring. Boring like what I'm talking about right now. It's boring like this. But I just pivoted that, and I've had no success, really. I mean, I'm still growing small on TikTok. I've went from like 4,000. I'm almost at 5,000 now. We've gained like 20 more Instagram followers, and YouTube is doing the best. So, and that's going to be the easiest way, I think, to make some money for the movement, to see this great work accomplished is really via YouTube, being monetized on YouTube. Right now, we have over 2,000 subscribers, but our watch hours are short. So you watching this video, just by watching, you are helping. By just doing nothing else, not following elsewhere, not telling your friends, which are all things I hope you do. I hope if you are enjoying this, if you are behind my mission of collecting a piece of space trash, will you please just share this with one friend or family. If you want to get really ambitious, make it 3, the power of 3. We believe in the power of 3 here. Just one. Just share it with one friend. They might be interested. And, well, it's so realistic. How much money is it going to cost? You would ask, can you even really do this? Is this even possible? I don't know if it's possible. No one has done it yet. But as the great Shia LaBeouf said, nothing is impossible. Just do it. Just do it! Yesterday you said tomorrow you're going to get to the point where anyone else would quit and you're going to work hard at it. Do it. Just do it. That's what I'm saying about space trash. Just do it, okay? I'm going to work hard at it. There's a lot going on in this parking lot. There's a man setting up a ladder over a Mexican restaurant. I don't know if he's sanctioned to do that. He does have a hood up. All right. Well, I'm honestly nervous here, but it's all for the great work. It's all worth it at the end of the day. What was I saying? Yes, we need two. Okay, so number one, we have to get YouTube monetized. That's the first milestone. Okay, that's kind of like a sub. That's actually like a sub. That's not the first milestone. That's kind of a side quest we're doing. Side quest number one, get monetized on YouTube. And in order to do that, I need 2,950 more hours of watching. So you helping that, sharing it with a friend, have it in the background. I don't freaking care. I do care, actually. I want you to listen, not for the sake of hearing my voice, but to get your passion fueled. This is fuel. This show is the rocket to get us to space, and your passion is the fuel, and this show is the ground to be fracked for the fuel for your passion to get the rocket there. That metaphor broke down at parts. I got lost in it, to be honest. I'm just so fired up. That's a side quest. Our first milestone is to, drum roll please. Oh. Okay, I thought I had a drum roll. I don't have a drum roll. Drum roll please. Our first milestone is to get on Good Morning America and have a float in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. We did a meeting of the minds yesterday as a live stream as I was driving home. And what we came up with, me and member of the Space Trash Force, who I'm blanking on their name. Golly, what is their name? A proud member of the Space Trash Force, might I say. Ronald Cheesley on YouTube. Ronald Cheesley is with me in this. Ronald Cheesley is a proud member of the Space Trash Force. Shout out to you, Ronald, and your great work to get us on Good Morning America. We not only want to get on Good Morning America, this would be an A+, an A, if we're going to create a rubric for the first milestone in this great work. An A would be we get on Good Morning America to talk about our great work, our goal of the Space Trash Force. And number two, we have a float in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade that has, it's like a rock. I'll get back to this in a minute. That's an A. So we have 8 months to accomplish this. It's going to be tough, but if we all do our part, I think it could happen. A B, if we were to not do this fully, I think a B would be just getting on Good Morning America. That'd be B. It'd be a B on this. A C, a grade C for this would be just having a float in the Thanksgiving Day Parade for the Space Trash Force. If we're not able to do that, D, we're able to raise enough money to, if we can't get on Good Morning America Thanksgiving week, we can't get in the parade, we get enough money to write in the sky above the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So as the cameras are shooting up at the massive balloons and the floats, they see our message in the sky. Therefore, we do get on the broadcast for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. So, if we get an F, we give up, we quit before Thanksgiving Day. That'd be an F. So the only way to not fail, the only option is we either get on Good Morning America and Thanksgiving Day Parade, or we write in the sky, or we fail. Those are our options. Because I always say, if you shoot for Good Morning America and the Thanksgiving Day Parade, you will at least fall. If you shoot for Good Morning America and the Thanksgiving Day Parade, you will at least land on writing in the sky above the parade. If we shoot for Good Morning America, we will at least land with a skywriting above the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That is the first milestone of the Space Trash Force of Mike's Orbital Garbage Project, the MOG Project, MOG-P. So the logical question is, you're asking, well, how are you going to get money for the Space Trash Force to accomplish the first milestone? Well, a side quest for YouTube monetization, that's part of it. Hello. The real step one for accomplishing milestone one is to develop a Patreon base for the Space Trash Force. The Patreon Space Trash Force. There will be levels where the first level of the Space Trash Force on Patreon will just get you access to exclusive content. You stay for a certain amount of months. We'll have a merch drop on there. Of course, we'll have merch. And it won't be just like cheesy. It will have our message on it. Like, what will the merch be? Actually, the next level, the voting members of the Space Trash Force. You will get on the council, the board of the Space Trash Force. You will be able to vote on what our balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will look like, what it should be. You will be a voting member for that. Or if we fail that, and there's a homeless guy walking by my window right now. If we fail that, I don't know if he's going to come up. All the lights in here, I'm pretty sure he's now circling the van. We got to wrap this up. We got to get out of here. Yep, things are getting shady. It's getting late and it's getting shady. I'm sweating. Voting members, you'll be able to vote on what we write in the sky above the parade if we fail on getting on Good Morning America. And, also, another, maybe, what's in between D and F if we fail? I don't know. If we actually fail, what we can do is we can either fly to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, or we can make posters for the Thanksgiving Day Parade and have people hold them up like the Good Morning America in like the window, have people hold up the signs. That's a good idea. Let's table that for a later day. But we're going to do the Patreon. It'll be active as you're watching this. You can go to the Patreon, which is in the link of the description. If you are listening on Spotify or listening to this somewhere else, Apple Podcast or something, and you're wondering, how do I watch the video is exclusively on YouTube. Please come over to YouTube and watch, because we are doing our side quest of YouTube monetization. We need it. Oh, gosh, we need it. The beauty. Yes, that is step one. Develop the Patreon towards this. Become a voting member, or just a small amount. You can get some merch. If you're a voting member, you will also be able to get merch. These are scary times, and these are big tasks that we must do. I got to get out of here very soon. But we want to end all of our episodes here with a moment of beauty. Space trash is disgusting. It is the filth surrounding our great Mother Earth. And we must remember beauty. Art inspires. Art drives us. It is beauty that outlasts culture and strategy. And there was a beautiful moment. This week's beautiful moment was a pond off of a highway interstate that was filled with frogs. And it reminded me of my upbringing in the great state of Missouri, the Show Me State. And I want you to listen to the frogs in the pond. Yes, we will accomplish our mission of orbital garbage cleanup. We will not grow weary. We will not give up. We will not surrender to the naysayers. We will not give in when all seems hopeless. In moments of insecurity and self-doubt and feeling crazy for sitting in a parking lot at an open mic at 10:15 waiting to do your spot so you can become an undeniable great comedian. And even if you don't do that, that's okay, because at the end of the day, it's all about collecting a piece of space trash, and you join me as we celebrate this beautiful moment of thinking about all the frogs, the thousands of frogs, the baby frogs, the little tadpoles, the mature adult frogs. Everyone is the beautiful diversity of the space trash force, our great community, because I believe together we will clean up our orbital junkyard. I love you. Good night. Goodbye.
Great shot!